step, left, right, left, right, moving forward on the glory.
Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit this like button. Make sure you subscribe. We got the week 12 over-under picks. Make sure you go check out the Thanksgiving video. Make sure you go check out the week 12 Vegas spread picks. Let's get to the over-unders. First game, we got the Tennessee Titans at the New England Patriots. The over-under is 44.5. I'm going over. I know it's Foxborough. I know it's November. And I know the Patriots defense is cooking at a high level right now. The hoodie is actually getting this team to peak at the right time. I'm impressed. But I think this is a close game. And when you get 44, 45, 46 on the over-unders, if you think a game's going to be a one-score game, it normally pushes to over, especially in the fourth quarter, especially when you got two teams battling for playoff position. Titans got some pressure on them now. Colts are starting to play good. I think the Titans come in here and play good. If you think the Titans are getting going to get blown out by the Patriots, then you go under. But I'm going over because I think the Titans are competitive, and I think the Patriots are competitive. That's going to push it towards over. Next game, we got the New York Jets at the Houston Texans. Over-under is 44.5. Mike White and Joe Flacco out. Looks like the young kid, Zach Wilson, will come in here and get a chance. It doesn't matter. I'm going under. This Texans defense, I've been telling everyone all year, they're a little bit underrated. I'm not saying they're a good unit by any means. I'm not trying to, sell some snake oil, but this is a defense that comes out and competes, and Tyrod Taylor plays some complementary football. Tyrod Taylor's no crown jewel, but he can give that defense rest and move chains. I think Houston gets 24-27, but I can't see this Jets offense doing too much. Now, I know it's dangerous taking under in the Jets games because their defense gives up damn near 30, 40 points every game, but I'm going under on this 44.5. I actually feel really good about it. Next game, we got the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. The over-under is 46. I'm going over. We've been riding this Philly train all year, but let's put them in a box right here. Let's talk about big Freddie Kitchens coming in. Now, am I a Freddie Kitchens fan? No, but I think it will add some verb to this offense. They look out of ideas, out of creativity. Anything's better than Jason Garrett. I'm going over. Now, if the Giants' offensive line can control this big defensive line of Philly, this will definitely go over. But I got questions about that. That's why it's not a money pick. As for the Philadelphia side of the ball, we know this Giants' defense is good, and they're a respectable unit if the offense plays complementary football. But like I say every week, I don't want to repeat it every single week, but Hurts is going to make 3 or 4 gigantic plays every single game, and they normally lead to points. I'm going over. I think Hurts does enough here. Next game, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Indianapolis Colts. The over-under is 53. Money, money, money! Money! I love this under. I think Todd Bowles' defense stops Jonathan Taylor. I think that's the big matchup. That's why this is an under. I know you want to talk about Brady. I know you want to talk about Mike Evans, but I want to talk about this Colts offense versus the Tampa Bay defense. I know it's difficult when you're picking a Tampa Bay game because you have to play psychiatrist. Are they going to show up? Are they going to bring passion? Are they going to play physical? I think they do. They're not going to let Jonathan Taylor run on them. And like I've been saying all week, I haven't seen a player prop yet, but whatever it is for Jonathan Taylor, hammer that under on the player prop as well. Now, Brady against the Colts defense. There's going to be opportunities here for him. The Colts don't have a great pass rush, but I don't think Brady's going to go God mode. I mean, I could see Tampa Bay getting into the 30s, but I don't think they get into the deep 30s where it would be a threat. I see like a 30. I see like pretty much like a 27-20 win, 27-17. That's why I'm going under, making a goddamn money pick. Next game, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Over under 46.5. I'm going under, but there's no science involved with the Jags because this offense that can run the ball and Trevor Lawrence can actually throw that thing, but is anyone going to catch it? I don't think so. I'm not just hoping Laviska Shenault and Marvin Jones will step their game up. They simply are. I guess we're waiting to DJ Chark comes back next year. As for Atlanta, you know, my first read on this game was over, but, you know, it's tough to go over when you're talking about the Falcons offense and their last two performances. That's why I'm going under the 46.5, and make sure you hit that like button. Next game, we got the Carolina Panthers at the Miami Dolphins. The over-under is 41.5. Money, 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 money. Listen, I've been the bandwagon. I started this bandwagon when Tua got drafted, saying he's not good and he would be a bust. But I don't know, you know, I've been winning with Miami the last 2 weeks, betting them. I think Miami's offense does a little something. I'm not saying they're going off for a lot of points, but I think Carolina has to get to 24 points to win this game. I'm seeing like 24-21 Carolina. That's why I'm going over here. And another week in this system for Cam Newton should help. You should see the ball matriculate better. You should see Christian McCaffrey go off. I think McCaffrey goes off this game, and it helps. This Miami defense is good. This Carolina defense is good, but one thing you have to remember, both of these offenses are actually starting to play productive football. So this 41.5 is really, really low, especially if the offenses bring at least their B game. I think they will. Tua will struggle, but when Tua struggles, you get turnovers, and turnovers lead to points. That's why I'm going over. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Check out my Patreon page, only $5 a month for every bet I make. Next game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. The over-under is 45. I'm going over. I don't want to be a prisoner of the moment, because while I love this Bengals offense and I love them going into preseason, the Steelers are able to match up. You know, there's no one to cover Chase, but if you're able to stop Mixon, that stops Joe Burrow's play-action game that he's so effective on. I'm still going over. I think Big Ben has something to prove here. I think the old gunslinger comes out here. I think he's able to put up points. And then Joe Burrow, when Joe Burrow needs to, Joe Burrow can hit that far switch and just keep coming, keep coming. Now, there is a danger if you let both of these quarterbacks throw a lot. Both of these defenses have enough ball hawks to create turnovers. That's why I'm going over this 45. Now we got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. The over-under is 47.5. I have to go over. I think this is a close game in the fourth quarter. Chargers are going to have to fight to win this game. I'm not saying Teddy's going to go off or anything, but I do think Denver gets the run game going. I'm seeing the score like 27-24. And every year people throw out stats for the Denver defense. Every year people tell me that Vic Fangio's so good at designing defenses. But at a certain point, you know, you take Von Miller off of this team and you put him against Herbert, you put him against a hungry Mike Williams. You know, what are they going to do to stop them? And for all the money Denver puts into the secondary in particular, they really don't cover much. And that's why I'm going over on the 47.5. If there was another quarterback for Denver who had more of a gunslinging mentality than Theodore Bridgewater, I would probably make this a money pick. Next game, we got the Minnesota Vikings at the San Francisco 49ers. Shanahan. Over under 48.5. I'm money. I'm going under. I think this is going to be a playoff type game. And listen, we know Kirk has been playing good. We know he's been pumping it. But the only thing that gives me concern about this Vikings offense in this game is the Bosa brother going off. And you know when you hit Kirk, he can get nervous. Kirk's going to have one or two slow quarters. I think he eventually gets going. I think he eventually gets hot and he starts cooking up this defense, this slow secondary of San Fran, maybe one of the slowest secondaries in the league outside of the Detroit Lions. And now you got San Fran running the rock better. That's going to keep Kirk and Dalvin Cook off the field. And that's what you need to do against the Vikings. You need to pound them. You need to be physical. Vikings are going to run it as well. So 48.5 in a playoff type game with everything on the line, with the gusto being level 100. Man, I'm going under, making a money pick. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Green Bay Packers. The over-under is 47. Money, money, money. Money. I'm going over. And listen, we got a weather guy on the channel. He thought I was teasing him. No, we're not teasing you. We like when you post the weather reports. It's welcomed and it helps, and you're usually 95% accurate. So whoever you are, please keep posting the weather reports. I was not poking fun at you, although it is a little bit of autism. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. I'm going over here. It's just depending on the weather, though. The weather can change this. I'm not too concerned about Rodgers' foot. We saw that controversy today. I think Rodgers is angry, and I like this heel version of Aaron Rodgers. It just fits him better. He looks like he has more confidence this year. He's walking around like he wants to just completely demolish people, and I think he'll demolish this Rams defense. And listen, this Rams defense, we talk a lot about how they are able to stop the run. Listen, it's not 2 or 3 years ago when they were top 5 and Wade Phillips isn't bumbling through that door. I think you can run it against them, and I think that creates a play action option that Rodgers can really exploit. Yes, Jalen Ramsey against Devontae Adams, but listen, Jalen Ramsey's no Asamoah. Jalen Ramsey's no Darrelle Revis in their primes. And let's look at that other side of the ball. Matt Stafford's got to respond. He's making me look like an idiot, and he's got to respond. They got to use that bye week. But the big thing is Rams got to run that ball. Dalvin Cook ran it against Green Bay last week. Green Bay's been really good against the run this year. I think the Rams get a little bit of something going on the run game. Akers is back. That's why I'm going over. It's a money pick, and I really like it. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns at the Baltimore Ravens. The over-under is 45.5. I'm going under. But I'll tell you what, I want your guys' opinion. Type in the comment what you're taking, over, under, in the Cleveland-Baltimore game. I mean, I think this game is one of the most interesting of the weekend, but at a certain point, it comes down to, do we believe in Baker Mayfield? We know this Baltimore Ravens defense is vulnerable. You can get at it. I mean, you can get at this defense if you have a good game plan and you have run-pass balance. But I don't know if Baker's in the right space, whether he's unhealthy or whether he's just letting everything eat him up. He's looking for excuses. He's looking to check out. And I think that's going to hurt the Browns. You can run it against the Ravens. And when you're the Browns, you got a top 5 offensive line in the league. You got 3 thoroughbreds at running back. You should be licking your chops, but that's how this Cleveland offense is developing. It's just a non-functioning entity at this point. That's the main reason why I'm going under. Also, you look at Baltimore's offense. Okay, you can throw it against Cleveland, but is Lamar going to be able to throw it? Are they going to be able to protect him to throw it? Are we going to see a Miami game plan with Cleveland sending 7, 8 every play and just challenging these Baltimore receivers one-on-one? There has to be more variation. There has to be more sophistication. Lamar should be back. I don't want people getting nervous about that. That was a crazy thing that happened last week. I'm going under. Next game, and Monday Night Football, we got the Seattle Seahawks, Russell America Wilson, at the Washington No Names. The over-under is 47. I'm loving this under. And when you think about Taylor Heineke, listen, I like the story. It's kind of cute. It's kind of inspirational. But I do feel like he gets a little bit overrated because of his story. I mean, he was in the XFL, and he wasn't even a first stringer there. I don't know if Heineke's been able to push it down the field, and there's going to be options to push it down the field against Seattle. But I'm telling you, Seattle's coming out Alamo style. I think this defense has something to prove. I think they come out and actually play good. Now, I don't think Seattle's going to win this game because this offense is out of sync, and the main thing that's out of sync is the run game. Russell's coming back from an injury. We know he's going to get better as the weeks go on, but I'm worried about this offensive line again. I'm worried about this run game. Like last year, 2 years ago, you finally thought the offensive line was fixed, but it's an absolute disaster now. And with this offense, with some of the play calling, some of the creativity, I just don't know if Seattle can get over 20, 21 points. Or it's going to be hard for them. And the no-names they're not an explosive offense. They look good against Carolina last week. They're starting to look better, but I still like the under in this 47. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. This is the best gambling show on the internet. Make sure you share the videos. Help me with the YouTube algorithm. I want you guys all to have a good Thanksgiving. Make sure you love it, man. I love Thanksgiving. I love NFL football on Thursday. Let's get this money. Let's eat this turkey. Let's put more money in the goddamn bag.
How many days it gonna take? You switch on me and I ain't get a break. If I hop off, then the levee gon' break. If I take two, then I'm off into space. Put all that down, pour all that out. I'm done without, we on the now. Step after step, day by the day. Live for the night and I'm never gon' break. Yeah.
Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Step by step by step by step. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving forward on the glory, up and onward, write the story. Little further, I can see it. We will be there before you know.
This life can get you down, down, down.
Just keep yourself around.